there. All right, before we even start talking about the project, I just want to say, if you acknowledge the day, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So I want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day, happy Galentine's Day, happy Anti-Valentine's Day, or however you may acknowledge it. Also want to let you know that I am, when you are seeing this, in Minnesota. So the videos this week are pre-filmed just for the sake of transparency. Now, what we're doing here is actually going to be the update for the Happy Hour Project Pan. This is an alcohol-themed project. If that is something that does not work for you, for whatever reasons, no judgment, no questions asked. If you need to click out, now's the time to do it. If you're going to decide to stay here, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things, and you know what they are. Now, this is the project that was created by Deb B. and Danny here on YouTube. They did it in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. I'm going to have all of that good stuff linked down below in the description box. The hashtag for this one is Happy Hour PP. It started November 12th of 2022, will run through November 12th of 2023 because that is National Happy Hour Day. And I've got to say, I didn't know that was a thing until this project. And I feel kind of silly because I worked in bars for over 20 years. You would think that someone would have mentioned this at some point, and I had no clue. You know, and they say you can't learn anything from just playing with makeup. I'm telling you, you always can. You just got to look for it sometimes. All right, so this is a roulette style project where they want us to be doing 5 prompts at a time because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I did miss January's update, so I feel like I'm a little bit behind, but I think we're going to try and stay on track as much as I ever do. The first item that I had in this project was for the prompt Cheers. That is a product in a glass package. I had brought in one of my Lancome Genifiques. This one is the 0.67 ounce, so it's not a mini, but it's the smallest of the ones that they sell. This started when I brought it in at 88.5 grams. It is empty at between 72.9 and 73 grams. So that gives us about 13 and a half grams of product that we used in this project. It is empty. As you can see from the bottom, you can see that it is clear. And so this is going to be a rollout and a completed prompt for this project. Now, the next one is Top Shelf Liquor. This is an expensive or fancy item. With this, I brought in, and it's hard to get this to focus. See if we can get it to come in. Come in. All right. This is the Definage 8-in-1 Bio Serum. It doesn't want to focus. So maybe, I don't know, you can probably see it better from back here. This is something that came from the dermatologist's office from my esthetician. That was the reason that I got this. It went from 137.3 grams in the beginning to right now it is 126.3. This is one of those that has a, I think this might be an airless pump, but it just twists. You do one little pump and that's it for your whole face twice a day. Last thing you do before you do sunscreen. So these things take me several months to go through, which is a good thing because they're really, really expensive. So this will just stay in until it is completed. Then I had craft beer, an item from an indie brand. Well, that one we had decided was a little bit too easy for me, so I went with an indie brand nail polish. This is the MBA Cosmetics nail polish in Obsession. And I put this into use 4 times. Now, this nail here, my ring finger, and I don't know if you're going to get the shifts. It actually goes really purple, and then it has kind of a greenish, tealish shift. As I move my hands around, hopefully you will notice that. It's lovely. I have used it 3 times. When I put this in, I didn't specify how many nails I had to do, so I've done it twice on all of my nails, and this time it's just the ring finger on both hands for this particular one. So I have one more use on this, so that is going to stay in. And then I have the, wow, bear with me, it's kind of been like this today. The next prompt I have is mojito. So what the ladies suggested was something with a mint flavor or scent, which I can't have because it makes me ill. So what I did to make this work the best that I could is I brought in the mint chocolate chip single from Sydney Grace. And you can see that's a green. It's a nice shiny green. I'm molting. And this I brought in for 5 uses. I have gotten 2 of my 5 as of today. But it is gorgeous. You know, if I don't have a technical difficulty, I don't think I'm doing it right. So you can see with the light how reflective it gets, but you can see how pretty and shiny that is. That is something that will remain in the project. And then my 5th item, yeah, that would be my 5th, is Cinco de Mayo. So this is use 5 pans in a palette 5 times each. I brought in the NARS Rising Star Cheek palette. Now, this actually has 6 pans. And you got to be careful because apparently this one likes to jump out on people. I thought when I first did this that this was going to be more of a highlighter shade. It is not. It is gorgeous. And that's actually one of the ones that I've used 5 times. So the whole top row I've used all 3 of those 5 times. Now this is where I screw things up because I got to remember if that's Golden Age, that means this is Premier. So Premier I've used 5 times. Paramount I've used 6. Limelight I've only used once. I am not really good with bright reds. I am just too pale for that. So let's do some swatching. And it may not show up as well. And some of these look really good mixed together. So these are the top 3. And that is the first one on the bottom. Well, we'll just see. It's hard to get some of this to show up on my hand. It goes great on my face, but not so much on my hand. It really is hard. You got to... I thought because I couldn't get them to swatch really well that I was going to really have to pack on to get these to show up on my face. Yeah, that's a mistake you don't make twice, let me tell you. I overpacked and looked like Bozo the Clown the first time that I tried to do that. Now, and we're going to have to go over here. And that's the thing is I can't get them to show up. These are the last 2. So it's that peachy, which really doesn't show up on my hand. How it shows up on my face and not my hand, I have no idea. But if you can tell, this is Golden Age, and then this one is Famous, Guilty Pleasure, Premier, and then we have got Paramount. So this is a lovely peach. It's very light. And this is the red one, which is Limelight. So I have completed my objective for the prompt, which means that this palette is going to roll out and go back into my collection. I'm very, very happy that I got it. I do like the NARS blushes. I know. They could get past the naming thing. But I like the way they perform. I like the way that they wear. I like the colors of them, aside from the red. They do tend to work with my really pale skin. I don't know if that's common for everybody or not. But, all right. So that means that we have got 2 rollouts. Now, I would love to bring in more than 2 products, but I am trying to be good and keep it at 5 so that we can stick with the theme. So what I am going to do is I'm going to bring in something that may not be quite as long-term. Well, it kind of is, it kind of isn't. But I think this should work well together. So one of the things I am going to be bringing in, get the right item here. I have a few items lined up for this project. Number 6 is daiquiri. It's a fruit-themed item. Fruit theme. So it could be the name, the package, the scent, etc. I am going to bring in this Hemp's Sugared Banana Lotion. This is the 2.25 ounce. And it smells like what you would think it would smell like. It smells like sugared bananas. So it's a sweet banana flavor smell. It doesn't smell like a fresh banana necessarily. It smells like a candy banana. It reminds me of the little bananas and nerds. This kind of smells like those taste to me. So I absolutely love this. This is going to come in to finish. And then for number 20, which is St. Patty's Day, it's a green or a gold item in the name, the package, the blah, 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 you know. Well, I happen to have this, the Glamlight Dirty Martini. And so I figured what better place to bring in the palettes from the Glamlight Happy Hour collection than the Happy Hour project. So that's what we're doing. Now, I am changing up the way that I do things just a little bit because I am doing that Enjoy Your Eyeshadows project that Deb created in addition to this one. And so instead of doing No Pan Left Behind, which is what I would normally do with these, I am going to focus on this shade right here is Green Olive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 looks centered around that using whatever else I want in the palette and whatever else I want from anywhere else. So my note card says, what does it say? Happy Hour number 20, St. Patty's Day, use shade Green Olive 3 times. And then I wrote down Green Olive. So I'll just do hash marks for that. And then I'll write down the names of any other shades that I do with the looks. So that is what is coming in for the green item for St. Patty's Day. All right, this is going to be kind of short, sweet, and simple because that's all I've got. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you are having fun with this project. If you are doing it, I love this. This is just a blast for me. And I love seeing the things that they related to different types of things within that bar industry. Danny was a bartender, and so that's where a lot of this came from. Oh, I didn't just watch that shade for you. Jeez. You know, seriously. I was a good bartender. Apparently, I'm not a good YouTuber. All right. That's Green Olive. There you go. That's what it looks like. Okay, back to what I was saying. So that is everything. I hope you're enjoying it. I don't know where I was going. It's crazy train day. Enjoy yourselves tomorrow if you do choose to recognize it. And yeah, until next time. See ya. Bye.